These are the new Shokz OpenFit 2. But is it honestly much better than the original OpenFit? That's the question. I'm breaking down every difference from these two. From the revamped controls, tweaks to the case, and of course the sound quality. I even did a little experiment where I handed both of these to runners and I asked them which they liked better. Full disclosure, Shokz is sponsoring this video in order for me to show you what the biggest differences are between these two, and probably more importantly though, what's the same. First up, the controls on the new OpenFit 2 are a big upgrade. So they've added this button on top of each earbud, where the first gen, if you saw it, it relied on touch controls, which, let's be honest, it felt a bit laggy. This one simple button just makes it feel so much more precise, more responsive, like if you were using their headphones if you've tried those. Interestingly, the new OpenFit 2, they still have touch controls in the same area, but they're off by default, and if you really want them, you can turn them on in the app. But honestly, you won't, because physical buttons are gonna beat touch controls any day. I've tried these in so many scenarios, and the buttons make life so much easier. If you only have one hand free, no problem. If you're wearing gloves, they're way better. Also, if you plan to use these like single ear, one at a time, you can actually customize it so you get more controls per each ear, if that makes sense. And I'll drop the control functions for anyone interested. Now, the physical button is great, especially if you're planning to be active with them, but I do have one suggestion. It would be to move the physical button from the top of the earbud to the side. That way, instead of like pushing down on your ear, on your earbud, you're more pressing, which would be comfier, more practical, I think. Now, in regards to the sound, these can get way louder and pack more bass than the first gen. But this is my attempt to actually show you the difference before you go out and spend your money on them, using one of the best metal albums of all time. I can honestly tell you that the sound quality on these are significantly better. If we're taking this example of Metallica, the sound on these are gonna sound richer. There's gonna be definitely noticeable bass. For example, in this song, you could definitely hear those double kicks. On these OpenFit, I would use these at like 80% all of the time. Keep in mind, I bought these with my own money. These are not sponsored. I had them since day one. On the new OpenFit 2, these last couple weeks, I've been using them at 60%. Probably the best part of the OpenFit 2 though is that if you happen to raise the volume to 80 or 100%, you don't get that distortion. But don't just take my word for it. Which one sounds better? Which one you think is more comfortable? Alright, so...
Okay. I think these ones are louder.
These feel better.
All things
I feel very good.
You like those ones better?
Yeah.
This one sounds better. I think these are.
They come out tomorrow at 8 a.m.
So I already have my hands on them.
The cases may look the same, but they are not. The earbuds are not cross-compatible. You can't charge one in the other's case. So check this out. The original OpenFit has 3 prongs, where the new one has 2. And of course, if there's no connection, then there's no charge. So the real win is that they finally added a pairing button. This way, you're not struggling like in the first gen to pair using those touch controls. Inside, you'll notice they even stamped OpenFit 2 logo, which is nice, very noticeable. The next feature that they added is the ability to find your earbuds. So I usually lose mine just when I need them the most, but now you can use the app and it will start ringing to help you track it down. The last biggest difference that I noticed is battery life. So this week, with New Year's, family visiting, and upcoming race, I've been on the go non-stop, and with this case, you get 48 hours. The protective case with this hook, by the way, is separate. The earbuds themselves are gonna last 11 hours on a single charge. What I personally like more about the open ear design is that how you could wear these and be connected to everything, everyone around you. You do have transparency mode with earbuds or over-the-ear headphones, but I do find like two inconveniences. First, with transparency mode, it can sound a little mechanical, and of course, some more than others. But then second, if you're wearing in-ear earbuds for long periods of time, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting older, but I experience quite a bit of ear fatigue. And now, here's what hasn't changed. First, it's still just in two colors, this black and this beige. The microphones, they also should be the same on paper, but hear it for yourself and tell me what you think.
This is the microphone on the OpenFit, the original ones. And you should be able to hear me pretty clear. If anything, maybe today's a little bit rough because it's like the windiest day of the year. Now these are the OpenFit 2. They should sound the same because they both are using dual AI noise canceling, that's what they call it. I don't know if this is going to be a fair comparison because it's actually getting a little bit windier right now. You guys let me know.
Also, the IP rating, it slightly got improved, but I'll put it up here on the screen for you. So I really feel like there are more differences than similarities between these two, making the OpenFit 2 pretty exciting, yeah. Now, tomorrow is my first race for this year, and I'm actually not going to be using them, mainly because I'm a big fan of the Open Run Pro 2, especially for race day. Now, instead of putting these in a drawer collecting dust, I thought it'd be really nice to gift them to my aunt and uncle. They literally just moved to the US a few days ago. They don't speak English yet. It's their first time here, so I've been really trying to help them get set up with a phone, a mobile plan. I really feel like these earbuds, they'd be perfect for them.
Cumplieron una semana en el país.
Una semana, 8 días.
Hace una semana. Les voy a regalar unos audífonos.
¿Lo que van a salir recién el martes?
Sí. Nuevos audífonos.
Vamos a tener la primicia.
Wow, a ver.
Ahora nos tienes que enseñar cómo se usan. Bluetooth, ¿no?
Bluetooth. OpenFit.